Oh, what this for the podcast, son? Hey, yo, Shot. Turn my mic up a little bit. I think it's time to run it back, bro.
Oh my God, Jason.
What we talking about? Get the hookahs lit. Listen, we can talk about it. You can listen to us for the newest music or promote your business. Let's get it poppin'. Got the eye candy and the biggest freaks and the baddest they stay around. To see your favorite rap, I wouldn't doubt it. We for the streets, coming head by the head. We in the mix, yeah. We in the mix, yeah.
You are now with Mixed by Brent.
We in the mix, yeah. We in the mix. Hey, yo, make sure y'all tuning in. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Mixed by Brent. You are officially in the mix. I got my guy, Bates. What's good, Brody?
What's up, my guy?
Hey, man, it's like we gotta really teach the younger generation about what we got going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
We had a conversation earlier. They don't really understand the magnitude that we had on the industry as far as Murder Inc. That's part of that?
Yeah, they my guys. Shout out to Chris Gotti, Gotti, Dex Diamond, Rule, everybody, man. Shout out to the Inc. Shout out to Adventures Music, man.
Adventures Music. Can you explain to me what that's about?
Well, Adventures Music is a new, I ain't gonna say new because we've been here before the pandemic. It's a major distribution company that allows artists not only own their product, but it gives them the same resources that any other major record label will have. So if you don't have no resources in the game, you want features, you trying to get radio, you want to learn the business, and you want to create and be a boss up. That's AVM.
And it's a real good niche for you right now because I had a few artists that's popping in the city right now. I asked them the question. I say, you got 100,000 followers. Why do you need them followers? Nobody has an idea. Your company, Adventures Music, can tell them what to do with their followers. Tell us a little bit of things that we could do with, let's say, a small 25,000 followers.
Well, I mean, you know, you want to first focus on the people, your core fan base. You see what I'm saying? Because those are the people that love you from the beginning. Those are people that's going to spend money with you and tapping into them. They'll turn other people on to you. But outside of having just followers, a lot of people got followers, but they don't know how to collect their funds. You see what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. Like I was saying a little earlier, you know, I talk to a lot of artists, and they know that they get spun on radio. You know they get paid per spin and all these things like that. But when I ask them, well, how do you collect the funds from them radio spins? They don't know how to do that. So that's where at Adventures Music, you got reps like myself that can show you how to find the funds, how to collect your coins, knowing when you go into them venues, you're supposed to be getting paid. Whether the promoter pay you, the club pay you or not, it's a performance royalty. So that's all the things you find over here at Adventures Music. See, because if you banking on a number of followers to put money in your pocket, that may not never happen. You may be known, famous and broke.
Famous and broke. And that's what a lot of people is going to be unless they understand that it's the music business.
That's a fact.
It's not just music. It's the music business. And I want to just say thank you for spending your time, you know, to come up here to the podcast and speak with me. You know, but we about to dig deep.
Dig deep.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me where you come from. At the end of the day, I met you. You was rapping, and it's like speaking to you. It's like you're just a businessman now. Right. What is the transition from a businessman or from a rapper to a businessman?
Well, I started out as an artist. So when I had originally first started as a young artist, we wasn't turned into social media to get buzz up. Everything was like word of mouth. You know what I mean? Relationships and who you knew, politics. You see what I'm saying? And at that time, you know, I don't know if a lot of people know, but, you know, we had to go with promotion like Street Team. I was in the front page of the papers. And in the article, they compared me to Jay-Z. So when that article had dropped, coincidentally, Bernie Resnick, who was doing he was entertainment lawyer, doing a lot of business with J State Property and stuff like that, you know, he had took notice to it and knew somebody that I knew. And the guy that knew me reached out to me and set me down and linked me up with some cats out Harlem, you know, that was in the beginning of Cameron, Mace, you know, Tom, you know, fucking with them out Harlem, Pride in Harlem. Shout out to Bentley Rev. And when they took me out there in New York, even before getting a big street buzz in Philly, my life kind of changed because my resources went through the roof.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was dealing with one of the producers that I was dealing with by the name of Artie Green. He was one of Chris and Irv producers over at Murder Inc. So when I wound up coming back to Philadelphia, at this time, he started working for Michelle and Barack Obama with the hip-hop health, hip-hop therapy shit. And then he kept telling Gotti, like, yo, that nigga Bates got some shit down there in Philly. So me and Gotti had got together, Dykeman basketball, you know, and the rest was history. You see what I'm saying?
History from that.
As far as the artist. Now, once I got on the platform, I'm putting out music and stuff like that. You know, I wind up start touring with Ashanti, Rule, and all them kind of things, being that supporting act, not opening act, because
But before you just say Rule, say the whole name so people understand who we getting to.
Ja Rule, Ashanti, they gave me an opportunity to be able to be their supporting act. So when I say that, I never had an opening act slot, never in my career. You know, I went from the showcase stages straight to sold out venues. You see what I'm saying? My first time is packed house, you know, and I'm coming out right before they come out. You see what I'm saying? All off of the AVM platform. So I'm owning everything that I'm doing, but I'm on a major stage with people that sold over 30 million records while still handling my own business. So Gotti took a notice of that. Chris Gotti, shout out to Chris Gotti, because of a lot of the shit that he didn't do, I wouldn't have been able to get some of the looks that I got. He said, damn, this dude's smart. So I talked to Gotti like, yo, I could do other things other than music. And he was like, how would you like to be a VP in my company and run AVM Philly? And that's where the game kind of changed for me as far as executive shit, because now I'm signing artists from here. I signed an artist from Utah. Shout out to the Mishaps. I didn't even know they had rappers in Utah.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? I signed a
shout out to the rappers in Utah.
Yo, big
I
shout
appreciate you.
Mishaps, what up? And I started charting artists as well. So, you know, learning the business, I was able to help other artists learn that business, collect their coins, and kind of go into executive mode. Still love for the music, you know, but that's where life has taken me, you know. So now you see we got the event February 3rd, where Gotti coming to Philly, the live stream music tour. He did the whole East Coast already. He on a plane now, flying to the West Coast, you know, and February 3rd, he'll be back here to give one artist a major distribution deal.
Let's do a quick retrack. You said you're the VP. What is a VP of a company? For people that don't understand what a VP is,
is a vice president. You know what I mean? So, Gotti made me VP to run AVM Philly. You see what I'm saying? And as a rep in this company, so ever since then, that's the things that I've been doing. I haven't just been creating music. I've been signing up artists, getting them distribution, helping them find their money, distributing records, setting up radio campaigns, charting artists. My first artist that I charted was Chris Lighty Nephew, and I charted plenty of artists and myself since then. You know, so that's the role as a rep, as a VP at AVM Philly under Adventures Music.
So when looking for artists, what are you looking for? Are you looking for stage presence? Are you looking for music quality? Are you looking for verses? Like what is it that you're looking for if I'm an artist looking to sign to your
Well,
label?
I understand music, so creativity. I'm always looking for the quality music and the consistency. A lot of bullshit records that go out just because you're putting a lot of it out don't make it good. But the quality of records, stage presence, everything. But don't get it confused, because a lot of people will invest more into the drip than they invest into their career.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So if you got, a $50,000 chain on, you know what I mean, $800 jeans on, $1,500 sneaks on, but then you don't want to dump $100 into your career, the craft, I don't know how good that is. You may look
That's
good,
not a
but
craft. That's just a thought.
Yeah, that's not really how the business work. Because radio alone, when you on radio, there's no cap on radio. So if you want to compete with Chris Brown and the Baby and Little Baby and people that's on the radio, you got to spend money like they spending to knock them out of their slot. So versus, I understand you got to look good, but versus just spending the money on looking good, you want to really put the money behind your craft so you can move the needle, because the music at the end of the day is what it speak.
Factual. Before we get any deeper into this interview, EAGLES Eagles!
You already know the Eagles.
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's
Yo.
Bird Gang to the fucking death of me. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't mean to do that to your interview, bro, but I had to say that real quick.
Y'all good, man.
You already know,
In the
man.
building,
We got a couple days until we see these fucking. I don't know where they from, the 49ers and all that, but I see a Bird Gang hat. Are you from Philly originally?
Yeah, I'm definitely from Philly. Originally, so a lot of people know me from Southwest Philly, but originally I'm from South Philadelphia first. You know what I mean? 20th and Wharton, 2025 Wharton Street. And then later on in my teenage years, I moved to Southwest Philadelphia. A lot of people didn't know that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm from Philadelphia.
Factual.
I moved out Harlem though, but chasing my dream, and I'm here, man.
And we definitely here, man. And then can you explain the relationship between you and Chris Gotti?
Well, like I said, my relationship with Gotti that's like my big bro now. You see what I'm saying? But his producer Artie Green, who today is Ja Rule road manager, he been fucking with me for a long time. And when Artie introduced me to Chris Gotti, Artie was working with Michelle and Barack Obama while Barack Obama was in office.
Heavy.
You see what I'm saying? So not only is Gotti meeting a hot artist from Philly, but he meeting a hot artist from Philly through one of his producers that's working with the president of the United States. And that was my introduction to Gotti. So when things like that happen, naturally, you'll get a better look with somebody like Gotti, because everybody can't just call Gotti phone. That's just not going to happen.
Factual.
You see what I'm saying? But by me coming through the channels that I came through, I was able to get that kind of focus, and I may have been, if not the first, one of the first artists on Gotti's platform.
Now, you got a showcase coming up, if I'm not correct.
Facts, live stream, music tour, Gotti presented. Like I said, it hit the whole East Coast. Then they doing the West Coast, so Philadelphia is the last date on the East Coast. Fifth Street Lounge, February 3rd. Get your slots now. They going fast. I got a few of them left. Somebody gonna win a major distribution deal that night.
Okay. I want to plug myself. If y'all not gonna plug yourself, if y'all don't got y'all self in y'all mind, I'm plugging myself. We talking about what? Murder Inc.?
Facts. We talking about Murder Inc. We talking about Adventures Music. We talking about motherfuckers have sold over 30 million records, 70 million records or more collectively. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so y'all better get right. At the end of the day, I got my bars ready. I've been working. I'm coming out there. You gonna plug me?
Yeah, no, you my guy, definitely. I wish Chris was here right now. I want him to do your show. I was just telling Kev, we gotta bring him to his show, bring him to your show. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Okay. So I've been hearing rumors. A little bit of rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Something about a Disney network. I know you can't talk too much, but you're
right,
going to talk to your guy a little bit. You're going to talk to me a little bit.
Right. Shout out to my cousin Skinny King, man. You know, because he's a creator of this show and everything was based around his true life story. So we got to, I can't talk too much, but we got Off the Rims that's in development with Disney right now. This is, you can Google Off the Rims. It'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. You know, it's projected to be one of the biggest TV shows. It's a TV series coming out of Philadelphia. I mean, right from the rip, they started comparing it to the Fast and the Furious. So it was a real big, but that was a movie. This is going to be a series.
And I want to speak to you about something a little serious. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right, so as rappers get older, you feel what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated. When is it time to hang it up?
I mean, everything's about growth. Music is just a slingshot for everything that you want to do. If you stay in the same place for too long, eventually you're there and that's it. I like Jay-Z, and it's one of my favorite rappers, and he said a line that always stuck out to me the first time I heard it. He said, when it turns your way, before it turns away, you want to turn that into something. You got to learn from Jay. You get return on your investment if attention you pay. So once I got in a space where I'm like, damn, I'm dealing with the owners of the company. I'm doing shows and tours independently with Rule Shante. I'm doing, Dykeman basketball theme songs. I'm getting placements on television with music. Bates Motel with A&E brought me out there to be a part of their project. I said, damn, Bates, only thing I was missing was a big hit record. But I didn't let that stop me. I said, you got resources.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So you want to use everything that you have to move forward. And then don't knock the next generation. Be wisdom and inspiration to them to bring them on board. So that's why I didn't mind the seat that I sit in with Gotti as an executive.
All right. Let me talk to the fans for a second. If you're a rapper right now, and you in your 30s, 40s, and you've been creating a buzz, and things aren't popping for you, let's start focusing on the next generation. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of the next generation, because at the end of the day, you could play a part in their career.
You got to embrace them because they keep you on the next wave. You see what I'm saying? And I want to say this because I don't want to say if you old, you finished. There's no age limit on good music. It may be an age limit on rapping, spitting bars, yo, and then you never graduated to no level. You never got a deal. You never got a situation. You didn't do anything to make money about that. But good music will live forever.
Good music. At the end of the day, I remember Jay-Z saying that. He said, "What we making seasonal music?" He said, "We making music for the seasons."
I mean, when you look at some of the greatest, these people are now 50 plus, but they've been consistent and they put out good music. And I'll give you an example. I don't even know how old that record. I'm living my best life. He was a comedian.
Factual.
He came out when he was an old head, but that record was feel good energy.
Factual.
And it worked. So that's another prime example of don't get caught up in is an age on music. A lot of the times people want you to be young because they can get over on you. You don't know business. You don't know contracts. You're not even going to think about getting an attorney, and you stuck in the ghetto. So this opportunity right here, you're going to take it at a young age. So as a businessman or a person that's hustling, it's in my best interest to say I'm going to take this young artist because I'm going to make more off the young artist than he going to make.
Right.
Not me per se.
Right.
But that's what's been sold to people for so many years because it's always been an avenue for other people that didn't have the talent to come up.
Right, factual.
So
Now-
when you turn 30 years old, at that point, you know how to read. You got enough sense to say, yo, let me let my folks look at this contract. Let me hit my attorney up. But 16, 17, 18, you're not thinking about that. And then they turn 30 years old later, and now they mad like, man, y'all been raping me, y'all getting all the money because they didn't know. They just wanted to get out of the hood.
Factual.
So this is why a lot of the times it's forced into people's minds that, and only with rap, because the R&B singers, they be 70, 80 years old, still doing what they do.
Factual. All of the same songs. One,
For some reason,
they
when
be
it
having
comes
5 songs.
For some reason, when it comes to rap music, they put that, because a lot of the times rappers, even successful rappers, 10 years is like their lifeline. So, you know, some rappers, they don't see you going a year, 2 years, or keep consistently making hit records. So they want the most out of you from the beginning. So what do you say? I want a young artist. They don't know nothing. I know everything.
Factual.
So I don't get caught up in what people say about age because I know what good music could do.
All right. Did y'all learn something? I learned something right now.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? This is the reason why I bring these people up, because at the end of the day, that's the reason for the podcast. The reason for the podcast is that we can understand that we can make some money from the followers. We got 100,000 followers and no dollars in our pocket. Adventurous Music.
AVM.
How do I sign up?
Well, you got me right here. You know, if you want to sign up to Adventures Music, especially if you're from Philadelphia, you can shoot me a DM, Mr. Bates Philly, or you can go on the site, adventuresmusic.com. Always better to talk to somebody physical from the company because you get more of a attention on you. You see what I'm saying? Gotti got attention on me. If I bring you in, you know that's light on you. So, or you can just go right to the website like everybody else.
You already said.
Adventures
He said if you got a
Music.com.
direct plug, you can come holler at him. If you're not, you can go to the website. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you want to tell the fans that we may have not said on the podcast already?
Man, I just want to tell y'all February 3rd, man. Come on out. Somebody will win a major distribution deal, and I don't want y'all to get caught up on a showcase. If you don't have talent or if you don't think you're good enough, come on out because it's going to be a meet and greet. You can meet Gotti. You can ask him some of the same questions you asking me. You see what I'm saying? You can take your flick. And you also can enjoy the show. It's going to be food. It's going to be drinks. It's going to be a good time there, man. The whole thing going to be live streamed. Clash App TV around the world.
That sound like a party at the end of the day. I'm telling y'all.
That's a fact.
I'm going to give y'all, if you're my follower, I'm going to let you know I'm going to win because I already got my plug in.
Come learn this business, man. Come showcase your
Adventurous
talent.
Music, you already heard
Make
it.
this
So one
money.
more time, let's say where they can sign up.
Hey, yo, that's adventuresmusic.com. If you want to touch a real rep in the company, hit me up, Mr. Bates Philly, on Instagram, and let's make it happen.
Yes, sir. And by the way, y'all already know. You in the Mixed by Brent. You already know. I got my guy Bates in the building. We out of
It's
here.
Mr.
But
Bates, baby.
you already know.
Hold up.